numbers are light, but they're going to be shocking. Since 1969, he estimates over $3 trillion on official bilingualism. What could we have done with this hospital? What could we have done in the healthcare across this country? What could we have done to our education system that makes it a fair and equal education system and not an opinionated school system?
Yeah!
631 million alone in this province.
Terrible.
Where's Barry from Moncton? Is Barry here? Barry. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Barry Renault. I came here from Moncton yesterday, or actually Halifax. I lived in Moncton for 3 years. I ran a business there, and the Francophones in Dieppe who made that bilingual sign bylaw, French and English only on your signs, they wanted to bring that to Moncton. So I went to City Council and voiced my opinion against it. And 1 week later, the RCMP showed up at my door at 9:30 on a Sunday morning, and they're harassing me because I went to City Hall and voiced my opinion. A week later, 2 more investigators racially profiled me in their Moncton police office because I stuck up for my rights. That's what happens in Moncton. Anyway, I ended up leaving there because I had over 40 acts of violence or vandalism against me because of my stance, and I now live back in Halifax, Nova Scotia. In Moncton, New Brunswick, there's 2 hospitals, in case you guys aren't familiar, and there's 75% of the population is English speaking, and one hospital is French only, and the other one is bilingual. That's what's going to happen here. That's exactly what's going to happen here. Everybody speaks French or English there anyway. What the problem is, perhaps Canada needs more English schools for the Francophones.
Laura, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? No, okay. Okay, so don't forget the last statement.
This is my sister Tammy McRae. She's a counselor at North Stormont. She had a few words she wanted to say. Did you have time for her, please?
Woo!
Can Tammy stand in the truck so we can see her? Tammy, could you please stand in the truck so we can see you?
To understand that we all have a duty to be righteous citizens of our country. So we do have a role to play here by speaking out against all forms of injustice for this reason. Political affairs become a moral responsibility for those present. We are called to speak out and raise everybody's consciousness and talk about what our conscience talks to us. There is an imbalance in the distribution of public services. There's an imbalance. We believe that a clear, honest, and common sense attitude and manners that concern all citizens, whether you are a patient or a nurse or a staff worker or a politician or a board member.
Or a student nurse.
Or a student nurse. Those that live in this community have raised our children in this community. Some of us were denied even access. My husband and I were told we could not send our son to a French school because we could not speak French. Our immersion school was closed down. At Tugwa, they took out all the immersion courses, and then I had the nerve to hear from Grant Crack saying, well, I sent my kids to a French school and taught them French. Where's the rights of the the anglophone student, and what future do they have? If we're being denied from the beginning, we're being denied in the middle, and now we're being denied at the end. We expect, and we're entitled to a balance and fair representation of the need for some bilingual nurses and staff. Not 100%. The tail is wagging the dog here. So why are good, long-time, hard-working anglophone nurses and other staff employed at the hospital? Their jobs, they're stagnant, they're overlooked, they're demoted, and they're fired because of a policy that's being abused by health town when we were the ones that made this hospital what it is. So I tell everybody, don't give up the fight. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a politician, but I am a person of moral integrity, and I can't stop saying what I have to say because my conscience won't let me. My name is Shirley, and I'm from Ottawa, and I only have one thing to tell each and every one of you here. Go after Dalton McGuinty, Bob Shirelli, and most of all, Madeleine Meagher. And let them know Ontario is not an official French language province. It is only practical, as quoted by Bob Shirelli. So get after those guys, most of all Dalton McGuinty, because back in 2003, he and Bob Shirelli tried to make this whole province official. It is not. There's only about 17% of this province that is francophone. And everybody gang up. Oh, 4%. So. I'm working overtime. But let Madeleine Meagher know. Jam our phone lines in Vanier. But get after McGuinty. He's on the hot seat now, so let's not stop.
She's still young. She can do that.
Hi, my name is Beth Trudeau. I'm the official spokesperson for Canadians for Language Fairness. And yeah, only 4% of Ontario is bilingual. That means out of every 100 people that you meet, only 4 of them speak French. And out of that 4 people, 3 of them can speak English as well. Illusion is everything. And we have been, over the past decade, led to believe that French is all around us. Why? Because they closed our English name schools and replaced them with French name immersion schools. They changed the signs all along Highway 401 up and down to St. Lawrence to French first, and on top and on the left where it breaks protocol for signs where the majority language is English. That illusion that is being created makes everyone think, oh, I'm in the minority, therefore I better watch out not to speak up. English, we have to speak up because they're taking our province away from us. Orleans is now called Orléans when it used to be called Queenswood Heights and Queenswood Village and called Lake Glen. I want to invite you all on St. Patrick's Day. On St. Patrick's Day, I'd like to invite you to Casey's Country Inn in Vars, where the Canadians for Language Fairness will have Brian Lilly from Sun News as our guest speaker. We will also have Tom Black, the president of the Ontario Landowners, speaking as well, because there's lots of crap going on with the OSPCA and the Ministry of Natural Resources and the Conservation Authorities